Hi everyone, good morning. I'm here with Charlie. Charlie, can I see your face? Hi, beautiful. Oh, we're gonna get up here. Feel like spiffy for the camera. Aw, that's my boy. That's a good friend. Thank you. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. He's not actually paying attention to the camera. He is paying attention to the lights that my phone makes, because the light from the sun will reflect on my phone, and then it will reflect on the ceiling of my little gazebo here, and then he will try and chase those lights. That is why we do not use lasers in this house. I don't know about you guys, but every time we use lasers in our household, it always causes a problem. See, Charlie, he fixates on lights and reflections and lasers way too much. And so you'll see, like, outside, my mom and dad, we have this huge backyard, right? And that's just like a little small part of it. Anyway, on the deck upstairs, as you can see over there, they will like stand up there at night, and my dad has this hunting rifle laser target light thing. Thank you for that, Charlie. Anyway, he has this laser light target, thing, and so it's really high powered. So you can go outside in the dead of night where it's darkest and turn it on and point it at the ground out here and see it very, very visibly. So what they used to do when Charlie was younger, and we figured out this is a bad thing, they'd do that. So he'd go downstairs from their deck up there, and he would chase this light. Well, it got to the point where he would literally start running before it even got to a spot. Like you would see my mom trying to do the light, and it's here, and he's already here expecting it to be here. And so he was really running on his own. We'd turn the light off and he was still running as if it was out there. And we're like, this isn't normal. So we stopped doing the laser light. And then we realized that the damage was already done, because anytime there was reflecting off of a surface, or the sun off of like a watch that I wear sometimes, and onto like ceilings and siding and everything, he tries to climb and bite at the lights thinking it's a laser light. So we can't do that in this house anymore. It is not allowed at all, because he gets crazy. And I mean, he would run himself to death after this light. Crazy. Not fun. But now he's being all chill. Hi, beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, so the reason I got on here was because we did an introduction video yesterday for all the streaming platforms, and I told you guys that I was going to do like an introduction to each of the labs and their specific traits and all of that. I said that because all of our labs aren't the exact same. So Daisy is my dad's dog. She is a American lab, and she is like a bred for hunting kind of lab. She's really pretty. She's mostly white. Like, she has very little actual coloring to her other than white. She does have the angel wings. If I can get Charlie to sit down for a minute, I'll show you his angel wings so you understand what I mean. But she's a hunter type dog. And then you have my mom's dog, Nico, and he's daddy to mine. He is a English lab. He's bred for hauling things around, and basically like a mule, but in a dog breed. So he's very bulky, he's very muscly. He just doesn't have the same sleek, slender build that they do, and he can't run as fast as them for as long as them, because he's just too weighed down by the muscles. And he has like a bulkier head, like kind of like a boxer, but not. And so he's very, very big, in that sense. That's his traits. He's more, I want to run for the frisbee until I go into muscle failure, and then I'm done. I'm kaput. And that's his deal. He loves the frisbee. He's usually well behaved, but he's a pain in the butt when it comes to discipline, because it's kind of hard to discipline a dog that's so bulky, that he's like more bulky than me. And then you have Charlie. He's my baby. He's their baby as well. He was part of their first litter. So he's an American English lab. He's adorable. He's tall and he's long like his dad, but he's not as bulky. He's very slender. He's fast. He runs like, I can't even tell you. He outpaces his mama by a good chunk, and it's so fun to watch when we let him tear off out of the house, because I don't know if you can see this, but we have a sliding glass door right here, right? And every time they want to go out and play, they'll stand at the sliding glass door, and so we'll open it and they'll all like jump out at the same time, and then they take off running across the yard and behind the barns and the chicken coops and things like that. And so when they do that, he is always the first one behind there because he's so fast, and he always outpaces at least Daisy by a dog, and then Nico usually by a dog or two, because Nico just can't run as fast. So that's the differences between them, physically speaking. Emotionally speaking, their traits and their craziness. Daisy, she's like a cat. She only wants to give you love when she wants to give you love. She's kind of cranky and moody, and she just does her own thing. But when she's happy, she wants to be a part of everything. She wants to be, friendly. She's the sweetest dog ever. And then you have Nico. Like I said, he'll run for that Frisbee forever and ever. And I'm not kidding you. He will sit there and he will whine at us and whine and whine and whine until we let him have his Frisbee. It's insane. He got hurt a couple of weeks ago, maybe it was a couple months ago, where he had fractured his the toe in his paw, and so he couldn't do any physical running or playing or anything like that. And so the doctor, they're like, well, we can give him some meds to make sure he's a little bit more docile so he doesn't whine at you as much about the whole Frisbee thing, because it's his motivation in life. So all you'll have to do is like make sure that you get these puzzles online that keep his mental busy while he's laid up. And it was the hardest 2 weeks of our life. I'm not kidding you. This dog, even on meds, was insane. It was a whole thing. And then Charlie, of course, as you can see, he has not stopped wandering around watching for lights or getting himself into places he shouldn't be. He is the worst of the worst because he has the hunter instinct in him because of his mama that kind of overcame the instincts of let's just play Frisbee all day that came from dad. And so he will hunt anything and everything. I'm not kidding you. There's been times when he has been behind the barn and he's barking and he's making noises that I know for a fact are not the kind of noises that I'm happy and I'm not getting into trouble. So I had to get my butt up and go out there and figure out what he's barking at, and to find that he and the others are all surrounding his fresh kill. I'm not kidding you. He's killed things. I'm not happy about it, and I keep trying to correct him without, being mean, because I can't correct his natural instincts, but it's also really sad when you go and find various creatures that he has, killed. That's not fun. At one point, he actually brought a squirrel that he somehow caught. I don't know how he caught the squirrel. I don't understand it. Like, they are so fast. And he caught it, and he brought it into the house and laid it at my feet. I was like, heartbroken. That was sad. But at the same time, I couldn't get mad at him because he thought he did a job well done. He's a hunter. That's what they do. And so I was like, yeah, I don't know what to do with this. I love you, Charlie, but please don't do that again. Speaking of Charlie, okay. I thought he was going to get under the gazebo. He likes to do that, and we can't let him get under there because then he can't get out. And yeah, it's just bad. But that's our babies, Daisy, Nico, and Charlie. We all live in the same house. It's quite big, so it's on the same property because we have like 13 acres. We're actually trying to sell it, so if you know anyone who needs acreage in Iowa and needs a house, fingers crossed, we're here. You can just ask in the comments and I will tell you gladly who to talk to or to find pictures of if you're interested. Speaking of, please like, subscribe, and share this post because we are trying to get 100 subscribers by the end of the month. And by the end of the month, I mean a month from yesterday, so like July 12th. So please, please, please like and subscribe. If you want more content about Charlie or the other two, they're upstairs. They're not out right now, but they will be later. I'll probably get some videos of them. Just let us know in the comments what it is that you want to see or any questions you have on anything I've said so far. I think later on today, Mom and I are going to the store. We are going to go and do our shopping. We live about an hour away from all the major stores, So we do like every other week, once a week. We go to the major stores, get all of our groceries, and then bring them home so that we don't have to do it again. So we're going to do a video about that, and we'll put that online. I think we also had another video planned today about the doggies. I can't remember what it was, though. I think later this week we're going to brush their teeth. You should definitely tune in for that, because it's like wrestling crocodiles. It's a lot of fun, actually. Oh, I mean, for you guys, not for me. It sucks. But that's it for today. Like I said, like, subscribe. I can't speak. Like and subscribe, please. Have a nice day. Happy to see you.